Hello again, Hillcrest. How are you doing? How are you coping with life in these groundbreaking times? I must say I've been impressed with the attendance from all year groups for online lessons. Well done to all who are struggling but finding effective new ways to continue with their progress online. Stick at it. I know it's difficult studying in your home with only a computer to keep you company. You will reap the benefits in the coming months. That close human interaction is so important, and we are working hard to bring you back to school as quickly and as safely as we can, but only when it is safe to do so. This is a season for growing in character. I can see your perseverance and determination. You know it's one of our core values. You will look back on this next year and see just how much stronger and more resilient you've become without even thinking about it. Our usual goodbye to Year 11 and Year 13 in the hall is not possible this week, although teaching towards the external exams finished last Friday. It has been an extraordinary journey throughout this year, but I am proud of the way you've met the challenges, especially all of those of you working so hard to ensure we amass the evidence that are needed by the exam boards to enable accurate predictions to be made towards grade predictions. It's a complicated and intricate process. All will be treated fairly. We want you to achieve personal success and move on to the next stage of your education. We want each of you to realise Hillcrest's vision for you, which is, as you know, for each of you to achieve personal excellence and then to be sent out into the world to be valuable members of our global community. Watch this space for details of how we plan to make it special for you with an online goodbye. Examples of your strength, innovation and determination in these challenging times keep on arriving in my inbox. Here is Sarah Yan Mohammed making a difference and using her time to great effect, assisting others less fortunate than herself.
Hi, this is a short video highlighting a project I undertook whereby I stitched 150 masks for the Little Drops Foundation and the Don Bosco Orphanage due to the current shortage of masks during the COVID-19 pandemic. The reusable mask had a special filter in between and thus was clinically proven to prevent the virus from entering. I hope this inspires people to help those in need during this crisis.
The lions sing along. This beautiful nation, we welcome everyone. Karibu Kenya, beautiful nation, heart of Africa, celebration, little Azima. No matter your race or your tribe, no matter where you're from.
This week we'll be focusing in on the work of the Red Cross and the Red Crescent. Recognising others who've laid down their lives has been a feature of the current pandemic. Across the world, many healthcare and other support workers have determinedly persevered in order to help others live. The work of the Red Cross and the Red Crescent has been here to help people for 150 years. They are local and they are global, so over to 9 PCH for their presentation on the work of these organisations.
This day is celebrated on 8th May, and today we will be outlining the history of the World Red Cross Day, the aims of this organization, what this organization stands for, the principles of this organization, and the importance of the Red Cross during the time of a virus.
The Red Cross was born in 1863 when 5 Geneva men set up the International Committee for Relief to the Wounded. The objectives are to alleviate human suffering, protect life and health, and uphold human dignity, especially during armed conflicts and other emergencies.
The Red Cross and the Red Crescent promise to help anyone, anywhere around the world during times of crisis. And when crisis strikes, whether it be because of war, whether it be because of famine, whether it be because of pandemics, the Red Cross will be there to sort of help out together with the Red Crescent. This map shows the areas and the countries in which the Red Cross is currently operating in. The greyed out areas are the minor areas, but the red dots show the key areas of operation where they're sort of involved in humanitarian sort of crises here today. Not to forget more of the teachers who want to say hi to you all. As you can see, they and we and me are thinking of you and really miss you.
Hello everyone, I hope all is well with you and your families. I thank all students and teachers for quickly adapting to our online teaching and learning. to parents for creating a conducive learning environment at home, to our IT staff for their support and patience. To our candidates, all the best as you face a rather indecisive time in your education. Remain positive and hopeful. To everyone, let us use the time that we have to reflect, to plan, to learn, and to change, so that we emerge from the current situation better and stronger personalities. Be blessed.
Good morning, Hillcrest. I hope you've all had a happy, healthy and safe holiday, and I wish you all the best for the next term.
That's it for this week. Stay safe, exercise regularly, and keep in touch with one another using social media. Don't forget, we're making the school available for the collection of learning resources this coming Thursday, May the 14th, for years 9, 10 and 12, as well as for the return of borrowed resources, this for year 11 and year 13, to allow clearing to take place. Another opportunity will be given in June for those who are unable to make it this week. All the best, stay safe,